Patel from Drew Yoga and a warm welcome from Ramadan Radio Wolves. What a wonderful opportunity and thank you for tuning in today. And I come with great excitement, hoping to lift your hearts, your moods and your limbs through a very practical yoga session. So today, I want you to feel like you can take the time to unwind and relax. Gentle movement session, wonderful breath work, available and accessible for anyone at any age and any ability and experience. If you are here today to enjoy the curiosity of how movements can help you unwind and relax, or you want to join in, I still invite you to follow your body. Just notice how it feels for you today. As long as it is safe for you to move and join in, please do. These movements can be done sitting down or standing, or if you feel you're going to listen for somebody else, just make a few notes or come back for the recording on the YouTube or Facebook. So, Drew Yoga, what is it all about? Components of the Drew Yoga class contain certain steps which enables one to feel the movement working systematically. And it is really important to give time to your body and for your mind to relax. And you may have had a really busy weekend. You may have a very busy schedule coming ahead. It's always time to give yourself the opportunity to feel what is happening for your body. What is it that you need? And remember, your body hears everything your mind says. So it's so important to stay positive. And with that in mind, just think about, before we do a couple movements, have a goal in mind, what you want to feel after certain movements that we're going to be doing today. What we're going to do today is letting go of any heaviness and tension in the body, going to help calm the mind and also feel rejuvenated and feel re-energized. So if it's something that you feel not quite there at the moment, have a goal in mind how you want to feel afterwards. Prepare by thinking about what is it that I want to achieve from this session today. It's time for you, it's your space, your effort will also benefit you. So if it's something that you may think that maybe at the end of the session I want to feel more energized, then this is a really wonderful opportunity. You may think that I want to feel calmer in my mind, to get more clarity with the chaos that's going round and round in my head at the moment. I just want to relax the mind. Also, this is a really good way to do and achieve that calmness in the mind as well. So if I was to ask you one other question is, would you do this again? So maybe have an open heart, an open mind to say, yes, I'm going to have a go with it today, and I will give it an option to have another go again in my later time in the week or later on in the day. And it's also good that you remember some of these things which we are doing today, either making a note or, as I said, you can listen back on the session. So Drew Yoga, it helps you to access the dormant energy in our body. And one of the quickest ways that I think will really help to energize is shaking the body. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to take hold of your right arm and lift it up into the air and shake. Simple shake, shake, shake. And all you are going to be doing is shaking the elbow, shaking the wrist. And then you're going to shake the shoulder. And when you shake, it helps you to let go of any cobwebs, of any tightness that might have been built up during the day. And you can take the arm up into the seat towards the ceiling and let it shake. And allow your wrist to be loose. If you feel your joints are slightly sore, then take it slightly easy. But otherwise, you give a nice shake and feel the ripples going through the joint and the muscles. And it's only one arm to go on with, to start with, okay? And then imagine you've got a sticky chewing gum or something, or jam at the end of the tips of your fingers, and you just want to flick them out. Just flick your fingers, Take it up into towards the ceiling, out towards the side. Shake, shake, shake. It is an amazing thing to do. And then in a moment, we are going to stop, okay? Shaking the arm. So I'm going to invite you to slow down the shake. Let the arm rest at the side of the body and notice how the other arm is feeling. Is there a difference between the two arms? What sensation are you feeling in your arm that's been shaken? So what else is there to do is to balance the arm. So let's shake the other arm. Again, just keep your wrists loose, your elbows loose, and then you're shaking into the movement, into the upper arm, even into the shoulder. You can flick your fingers up into the ceiling, to the side. And you know the other arm is feeling left out. So let's do both at the same time. So both arms are going to shake. Now you may think this is a very cute thing to do, maybe a bit quirky. Why am I just shaking my arms? But it is amazing how certain movements like shaking actually can help let go of any tension, but also emotions throughout the body. It's quite an in-depth technique. So you can shake the arms up into the ceiling, to the side, and then just relax the arms. Great. Just roll your shoulders forward and back. And then just allow the arms to rest at the side of the body. Now, there is two other limbs we can shake, and those are the feet and the legs. Okay. So if you are sitting, please carry on sitting and shaking the foot. If you're standing, just make sure you are balanced, holding on to something like a chair or a table or a wall to help with the balance. Just going to really shake your foot, your ankle, your knee, as if you're just kicking to the side, in front. And just feel the movement going through the lower leg, into the knee, into the thigh. It might not be the easiest to do. And if you feel your leg is getting tired, just pause. Let it rest for a moment or two, and then have another go shaking the leg. And it's also good to become aware on how the standing leg is going. So if that leg gets tired, please give it a rest as well. That's if you are standing. Okay, and then let's have a rest with that leg and shake the other one. So you're going to really shake the other foot into the lower leg, the knee, into the thigh and the hip. And when you feel one side is slightly heavier than the other, it's good to notice. Just try and balance it out. You may need to shake the other leg slightly more, slightly longer, to balance both sides. And hopefully you feel your legs can rest now, and you feel your arms are just at ease. Just notice how your legs are feeling, your shoulders are feeling. Hopefully it's feeling wonderful. And then just raise your arms up towards the ceiling, nice stretch, and let the arms come down to the side. Great. Another way to feel awakening the body, to prepare for a couple of postures and a breath work, is to allow yourself to give yourself a twist. So this is where, if you are standing, you can allow your hips to move from side to side. And then you're going to allow the hands to swing across the one side to the other, slightly higher. And then you can turn your head to look behind. And it can be fairly quick. It doesn't have to be too slow. You can feel your arms just flapping against the body if you need to. Create a bit more of a dynamic twist. If you are on the video, you can see myself, my arms are just going across the body. And then you're going to rotate your feet, the direction you're moving, give you a bit more mobility, extension to the movement from the hips, the shoulders, the middle part of your back. If you feel you want to go slightly deeper, you can separate your feet and then bend the back knee as you twist, and then coming upright, rotate the other way and bend the back knee of the opposite leg. Gives you that extra twist rotation to your lower back, increasing the strength of the power of the twist in your spine, gives you more rejuvenation, flow to your body. And then gradually it's going to slow down. So when you feel at ease and ready to stop, just pause for a few moments. Become aware of your breath. Taking a couple of deeper breaths. And next time you're going to breathe in, you're going to raise your arms above you. And you can do this sitting or standing. When you breathe out, you can lower yourself down in the forward bend. And gently come up. If you're standing, bend the knees as you uncurl the spine and raising the arms above you. If you're sitting, just curl forward, leaning across your knees and then raising the arms. Breathing out as you come down. Breathing in as you come up. You may also find your spine leans back gently if you're on the upright position. Lifting from the sternum, lengthening the spine. As the arms come up, you're feeling an openness in the front of your body at the rib cage, the upper body. Nice inhalation, nice deep breaths, bringing oxygen, energizing the organs and the muscles. Again, you can come forward and gently coming up. Just try that few more times. Continue using the breath as you lift yourself up and relax on the out breath. And then next time you come up, just keep your arms above you. Nice stretch. And then relax your arms at the side of the body. These movements are designed to boost your energy and vitality, transforming any blocked tension into rejuvenation. It can give you that wonderful feeling of wakefulness and hopefully prepare to unwind. Doesn't that sound wonderful? So the 3 key things about the movements today that we are going to work on. We've just done one, which is the flow. When we use the arms as the flow and coming forward, encouraging flow in your spine, in your body, in your muscles. It's a wonderful way to unlock any tightness, to feel the maximum benefit of the movement. In a moment, we'll do more focus on the breath, where you feel that the breathing can encourage the movement and feel the depth and the efficiency of the movement by using the focus of the breath with the posture or the stretch. And then the other one is soft joints. Now, soft joints can be something that can be easily done. Sometimes it might be slightly alien to us. So what I mean by soft joints is that if you raise your arms to the side, you can lift your arms, you can tighten the elbows, or you can slightly soften them and then lift. There will be a difference in the movement. And we'll go into that in more depth and detail in a moment with a couple of movements I'd like to introduce to you today. So in a moment, I'm going to invite you to be standing again if you've sat down, and then encouraging you to feel your feet on the floor. And we're going to experience the breath work with soft joints. And it's a posture called the tree. And the tree is a flowing tree where you can be in a very balanced position, very stabilizing, opening the shoulders and lifting the sternum for the lengthening of the spine. But it's very good for concentration and your memory and balance. So with this one, I'm going to invite you to bring your right heel against your left ankle. So you're resting your ball of your foot on the floor. You may not be able to see my feet, but one foot is on the floor. The other ankle has the heel of my opposite foot resting. It's like stabilizing. So instead of lifting the leg up into the air, the balance may not be easy. So we're going to rest the ankle, the heel against the ankle of the standing foot. The soft joints will come in when you bring the arms out to the side. Taking the arms above your head, palms will come together. You're going to lower the hands in front, keeping the palms together in front of you. Pointing the fingers away, extending the arms out to shoulder height in front. Opening the arms out to the side to shoulder height, and then lowering the arms down and placing the foot on the floor. The other foot, the heel is resting against the opposite ankle. Resting the toes or the ball of your foot on the floor so you feel stable. Going to allow the hand to come out to the side. This time you're going to use the breath. Breathing in as you raise the arms above you. Wonderful in-breath. Just pause for a moment. Breathing gently. Lowering the hands in front. Just in front of the sternum. You're going to bring your fingers forward. And as you breathe in, extend the arms in front. Opening the arms and relax the arms down, resting the foot on the floor. If you feel you just want to do the arm movements, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, raising the other foot against the ankle. Raise the arms, breathing in above you. Breathing out, the hands come down. Breathing in, fingers forward. Breathe out, the arms come in front. Opening the arms on the in-breath. Breathing out, the arms come down to the side of the body. The foot rests on the floor. This is where we are focusing. Our joints are soft. Just continue with the arms above you. Breathing in, breathing out, lower the arms down in front. Breathing in, fingers point forward. Breathe out, extend the arms in front. Opening the arms on the in-breath. Softly relaxing the arms down, soft joints on the out-breath. And if you feel you want to continue, you're going to raise the arms again above you as you breathe in. Imagine yourself standing against a tree. Feel the power and the stability of the tree. Keep breathing gently. Breathing out, lower the arms down in front. Breathing in, the fingers point forward, palms together. Breathe out, extend the arms in front. Breathing in, separate the palms, the arms come out to the side of the body. And breathe out, the arms come down. Resting for a few moments. Here we have experienced the flow, experienced the soft joints with the focus of the breath. Notice how you are feeling in your mind, in your body. If you wish to sit down, please do. Just take a breather. And just imagine what the qualities are of a tree. What does it mean to you? Is it the stability? Is it the balance? Is it the nurturing? Even a tree has flexibility, the way the branches move in the breeze and the wind. But then it comes back to its standing power, coming back to that stillness. And then in a few moments, we're going to ask you to just sit down, take a breather. And it's good to remember that when we do certain movements, the benefits do come quite quickly, particularly with Dhru Yoga, because it is set in a way that it helps to develop the movements, improve your health and wellness, to increase the strength, flexibility. And the purpose of yoga is to create that inner stability and fulfillment. So when earlier I asked, what goal do you have in mind when you want to do some of the movements? Hopefully you can capture that mind or that feeling that you originally wanted to achieve. And if not, it will come with practice. It can come with practice. The more you put the effort and time in the practice of yoga or wellness or any fitness programs, that benefit will come back to you. And to remember that these movements can be done at any time. It's open to any ability, any experience, and any age. And I also think that when we start our movements for ourselves, it is something that will help us whatever age and wherever we are in our life, and to create a better pathway ahead of ourselves for our health and wellness. And in a moment we'll have a break for a few minutes, but just to recap that with the components of Dhru Yoga, there's 3 particular areas to do with flow that we experience with this nice tree movement. The breath focusing, because it helps you focus the mind, and the joints are soft, which allows the flow of any tension that's been built up to be released into more positive energy, to create rejuvenation, re-energization. And sometimes it may not be easy to keep our joints soft. And what I mean by softness is like when you raise the arms, we're not locking the joints. There's a nice openness, nice freedom with the flow. And to remember that quote I was saying earlier, that your body hears everything your mind says. So it's good to stay positive. To have a positive mind, it will affect your body, and your body will also affect your mind. So later on, after the break, I will go a little bit more into the posture, how posture affects your mind and the mind affects your posture. And sometimes we may think there are certain things laid out in front of us. There's so much that we can do for our health and wellness. All I would say is take away what is right for you at the moment. It may be the perfect thing that you need to hear on this day. It might be something that you're listening for somebody else. It's always good to be able to share by speech, by communicating to others. Speaking is a very beautiful tool to have, to be able to share and have your voice heard. And by sharing things which is going to help the other person or other people is a wonderful way to use the tool of communication. So I would say that anything that you feel appropriate for you and you think it's going to be helpful for yourself or for others, please do share these lifestyle techniques which will enrich your life and enable you to use your time well and become more calmer and more effective in things that you do. So in a moment, we're going to have a 6-minute break. So this is Joshna, Dhru Yoga for All. The website is dhruyoga.com/show. And the email is midlands@dhruworldwide.com. If you have any questions, if you have any reflections, it'd be good to give you insight on different courses. We have a Yoga Online Foundation course. We have face-to-face courses where you can, if it's something that you're looking for self-development or to improve your health and wellness and to increase your inner stability and fulfillment, it's a wonderful way to join us. So if you want to know more of my classes, please do email me, midlands@dhruworldwide.com. And I will be back hopefully in a few moments and you still be there. Thank you.
When you need to send money abroad, AK Money can transfer funds quickly and securely to Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, to anywhere in the world. Whether you're sending to family, for business, or for charity during this holy month of Ramadan, download the AK Money app and transfer from the palm of your hand whilst enjoying competitive rates, 0 fees, and an outstanding service. To chat with our support team in English, Urdu, or Punjabi, call 02031 502253 or click on akmoney.co.uk.
Visit the new AK Windows head office showroom. It's where you can view their quality and affordable double-glazed windows, doors, roof lanterns and composite and bifolding doors in all colours, finishes and styles. Also for door lock and glass repairs too. For both trade and DIY, AK Windows have over 30 years experience in manufacturing and installing. So to arrange your free quotation, call 01902 421 500, click on akwindows.co.uk or visit at Economic House, Salisbury Street, Wolverhampton, WV3 0BG.
The death of a loved one is a very emotional and challenging time for the family members of the deceased. Al Mu'min Funeral Services have been supporting families across the UK since 2005. Their professional, experienced and quality service ensures the whole process from release from hospital to burial is taken care of respectfully and efficiently. They also specialise in worldwide repatriations, assisting to take loved ones to Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Iraq or anywhere worldwide. almu'minfunerals.co.uk, your trusted funeral service.
Eurofit Auto Centres, the West Midlands' leading independent auto centre, celebrating 18 years of service. All services, MOT and repairs, with a free collection and drop-off service within Wolverhampton. Book online today at eurofitautocentres.co.uk or call us on 01902 40 40 45 and we'll direct you to your nearest branch. The experts making vehicle repairs simple. Is your home protected from the unexpected? It can be with Home Cover Plan, Wolverhampton's fastest growing home emergency cover from as little as $14.50 a month. That's right, for just $14.50 a month, Home Cover Plan will protect your boiler, radiators, electrics, plumbing and any other home emergencies with no catches, no call-out charges and no excess charges plus a boiler service. What's more, for Ramadan 2020, we're offering 15% off our policies with the code Ramadan15. Go to homecoverplan.co.uk now and join the many thousands already enjoying the benefits.
Mubi Base Electronics, specialist in car audio and home entertainment. Suppliers of leading brands, Samsung, Sony, and Panasonic. We supply and fit all car audio systems, top brands, Kenwood, Bose, and we're an authorized supplier of Vibe product. Visit our store online at mubibase.co.uk and order today for next day delivery. Mubi Base Electronics are proud sponsors of Wolverhampton Wanderers FC. Call us today for a free quote on 01902 754 546 and quote Ramadan 20 for 10% off. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Mubi Base Electronics, specialist in car audio and home entertainment.
Do you have a family member that's passed away and you would like someone to assist you in legal advice? Kenneth Jones Solicitors has been providing legal services for businesses and individuals since 1986. We specialise in probate, Islamic wills and family law. We also offer services in conveyancing, immigration and personal injury. Contact us today on 01902 745 773 or visit us on our website at kenneth-jones.co.uk.
KGJ Insurance have specialised in commercial insurance for over 20 years. They provide insurance to commercial property owners, food and drink, manufacturing, motor fleets and trade, offices, warehousing and retail trades. With over 70 staff, excellent service and fast response times. Find out how KGJ Insurance can help protect your business. Call 01902 796 796 or visit kgjgroup.co.uk. Khan Builders offer a full range of building services, from major rebuilds to small projects, home improvements, kitchen fitting, plastering, bathroom fitting, extensions and much more. We pride ourselves on providing a professional, caring and high quality service and always meet our customers' needs. Contact Khan Builders today on 07813 950 265 for a free quotation from Khan Builders.
Good afternoon, Joshna Patel here again with Ramadan Radio Wolves. Thank you for tuning in again and keeping up with Drew Yoga for All. So we started today by doing a movements, entering a couple of components of a Drew Yoga class where we allowed the tension of our muscles and joints to be dissolved away and maybe shaken away some cobwebs, where we just shook our arms and shook our feet and legs. And it's a way of accessing the dormant energy that can sometimes be blocked in our body. So it was a nice, quick way to re-energize and hopefully feel revitalized. So I hope you enjoyed that. And if it's something that you feel you want to go more into, please do let me know. There are different ways of entering the personal development and the wellness and bring it into your personal life through classes and courses. So it'd be wonderful to hear from you on midlands@drewworldwide.com email. So rippling through our body can be stress and strain, and we want to feel revitalized, awake and balanced. And we did a posture called the tree posture, and I want to maybe share a small part of what the benefit of doing a posture like the tree can have effect on us. When we think of a posture, for example, the tree, and it's a very common one where people will think, oh, a tree is something that grows in the ground, out in nature, and it has perfect benefit and brilliant insight on how the trees affect the earth and the atmosphere. And it is one of those things that we can relate to. So when I bring it into the yoga side of it and we do the posture and the pose called the tree pose, it can also tap into the qualities of what a tree has. So this is one way of connecting yoga with nature, yoga with our connection and a communication sometimes with nature. So when we did this wonderful tree pose, I invited you to think about the quality what a tree has and what it means to you. And it could be stability, anchoring, focus, because a tree is very stable and quite focused sort of energy. It can also have flexibility when the branches move in the wind. And when we tap into the posture and practice the posture of the tree, it can also filter the qualities from the actual tree into ourselves. So if you think you want more focus or improve your memory, because it's a balancing pose, it's something that you can either stand on one leg or have a support of when we placed our heel against the ankle to give us that stability. It can actually give us the insight on what the quality that we want in ourselves to be emanated or tapped into or encouraged or enhanced. So that's just one example of doing a posture like the tree. And also to know that when we do the physical movement of the tree, it is also toning the muscles in our legs, in our thighs, in our gluteal muscles, lengthening the spine, encouraging the breath to work better. So on a physical front, that is also a very powerful point to remember, that postures do have the ability to stabilize our muscles and to calm and focus the mind. And that is when we were talking about earlier about the flow, focusing on the breath and encouraging a softness in the joints, which means giving it power. Although the joint might be soft, but there's power in that. And sometimes it's not always easy to illustrate that or feel the benefit straight away with the soft joint side of it, but there is more to be said when we come to more classes. So do let me know if you want to join other classes or want to know about how Drew can help you in your life. So a couple key things I want to touch upon is finding the still point, because in our chaos of our world around us, we live in the age of technology, time-saving gadgets, fast cars, and things are going fast in our schedules and timetables. Sometimes we seem to be chasing one thing after another, and we wish time was on our side. And sometimes we feel that we want to just be still and then just see what direction we need to take ourselves into, not just physically, but in our life, in our purpose. And sometimes when we do movements to calm down the mind, it can give you that window, opening the window of our mind to say, this is what I need to do in my life. And I call that, and in Drew, we call that the still point. And to access the still point, it's almost like you are literally standing still. And physically, after a few movements, you may feel that there's a space, or in between the breaths, there's a space. So I'm going to talk you through and invite you to join in a breath technique called the de-stressor breath. This is something that can find that when we focus on the breath, it will bring that deeper awareness of our mind, but also our body to be still. And that is when we want to literally translate the still point. It's a point around where the whole things, and it's like being the calm in the eye of the storm, as you so speak. When we want to seek that place of freedom where there's no stress and strain in our modern world. Isn't that an amazing place to be? And we can capture that now and then in our minds by making a few steps towards our health and balance. So for this one, I'd like you to either sit on a chair, or you can stand if you feel it's comfortable for you to stand. And going to ask you to become aware of your breath for a few moments. And as you become aware of the breath, just notice the ebb and flow of the breath. Notice if the breath is slightly deeper, and if it's shallow, you can allow it to be slightly deeper. And then the out-breath, notice how the out-breath is flowing through the nose. And I'm going to invite you to place one hand at the sternum, just below the collarbone, the other hand on your abdomen near the belly button or beneath the diaphragm. And notice which hand is moving slightly more than the other. It might be the upper hand. It might be the lower hand. Both might be moving equally. Whatever is happening, just become aware of the hands. And next in-breath, I'd like you to take a slightly deeper in-breath and extending the abdomen. And then taking your breath even deeper into the upper part of your body, and the upper hand moves gently. And then you're going to relax the abdomen so the lower hand sinks down slightly, and then the upper body relaxes. So you're going to breathe in, extending the abdomen, taking the breath through the diaphragm into the upper chest, lifting the sternum slightly. As you breathe out, relax the abdomen first, and then the upper body relaxes. It may take a few moments to get used to this movement and the awareness of the breath. You can always come back to this recording. So you're going to breathe in, extend the abdomen, take your breath through the diaphragm into the rib cage, raising the upper body slightly. Relax on the out breath by relaxing the abdomen first and then the upper body. It's a deeper in-breath and slightly longer out-breath each time you breathe in and you breathe out. Just take a few moments to breathe normally without getting lightheaded. If you start feeling slightly dizzy or lightheaded, please do pause, go back to your normal breathing, not to hold the breath at any time. It's a natural pause in between the in-breath and the out-breath. If you feel you want to relax your hands at the side and continue focusing on the breath, please do. It's a way of allowing the mind to focus on the breath, the body to get used to the deeper in-breath, and then relaxing on the out-breath. And then in a few moments, going to invite you, if you are standing, just to sit down. And then just feel what's happening for the breath for the next few moments. And then you're going to take your arms in front of you, just crossing them over. One hand over the other at the navel, and then lifting the arms above you, in front of you, out to the side, palms facing down. As you breathe out, you can raise the arms from the front of you, crossing the arms, lifting them up above your head, breathing out. The arms go out to the side and down towards your legs or your thighs. And continue this movement, crossing the arms in front and then extending them out to the side as you breathe out, palms facing down, fingers are soft. Imagine you taking off a jumper so the elbows are leading, lifting on the in-breath, relaxing on the out-breath. If you have your video, you can see my arms just moving up in front of me, overhead and to the side. Helping you to expand your breath, deepen your breath, opening the chest and the lungs, energizing the body. Wonderful way to create that calmness around you. When you breathe out, imagine yourself circling yourself with calmness. You can circle yourself with energy. Whatever you want around you, just feel that being surrounded. Breathing in and breathing out, relaxing, letting go. Wonderful. I'm going to try and focus the breath maybe 2 or 3 more times, allowing the body to feel at ease, the shoulders are relaxed each time the arms come down to the side of the body. Very simple, yet very powerful. And then when you bring your arms at the side, let them rest either on your lap or interlock in your hands. And once again, notice yourself coming to that still point. Discover your personal still point, where you feel the body has moved, but it's stopped now. You feel your mind is wandering, but now it's focusing on the breath. Creating the still point can relieve you of stresses and strains of our modern world. It's a wonderful place. It can be timeless. It can be where you find your joy and your freedom, where time itself can stand still, but yet it is in abundance. We have time in abundance, and yet, how does one use it? That is the beauty of choice. So gently going to invite you to open your eyes and to come back to where you are sitting, where you are, and just become aware of what is it that just happened for you. The movements that we shared just now and invited you to be part of comes from a tradition of thousands and thousands of years. It's been brought back to the modern world. It's been tried and tested in our network around the world, where places have been needed in businesses, in conflict zones, people's health, in education sectors. The key intention is to increase energy flow, create the power of stillness and balance through postures, to restore our inner power, to restore our inner strength. We can use positive mindsets or affirmations, but at the end of the day, it is how we use our time what matters. When we stand in our power, we sometimes juggle so many things in our lives that it's not surprising that we create this chaos or crisis in our day. So the movements that we do, particularly with Dhru Yoga, I invite you to explore more deeply. There are fundamental ways in Dhru Yoga, which includes posture, sequences, pranayama, the way of breathing, even meditation, and you can tap into the deeper energy centers in the body called chakras. Chakras are center of energy points that affect the flow of our organs, of our emotions, and the major ones are 7 of them that are lined in the spinal area, the whole spine, from the base of the spine to the crown and above your head. So that's another sort of realm to explore, are the chakras. If you want to know how to make those work for you through meditation and movement, let me know. And going to complete in a few moments, but what I want to put into your mind at the moment is to think about what are the components of the movements that worked for you today. What is the components that helped your mind at this moment? And the things that we did at the beginning was to shake the body, where we allowed the flow and energizing and letting go of any cobwebs of tension through the joints and the muscles by shaking. It also helps just shake away any tightness to give freedom to energy and flow. And we also did a twist in the body, where we felt the twist moving up the spine, creating flexibility, which gives flexibility not only physically, but with the mind. And the statement I had at the beginning is, your body hears everything your mind says. So to have a positive mind, to have a positive space, to stay in the positive is quite important on how the body feels. So with posture, the way we sit, the way our posture is, will affect how we feel. Our mind will affect our posture. So both work hand in hand. So by doing the movements, creating the flexibility in the spine will enable you to maybe improve your posture. Maybe sit a bit more balanced way with the spine upright. So you're lifting from the sternum, shoulders are relaxed, which means that we can breathe better. If we were to sit with us slightly crouched forward and our shoulders rounded, we find ourselves inhibiting the breath and the lungs. But when we lift the sternum, opening out the rib cage, allows the oxygen to enter those beautiful lungs in a more powerful, effective way. And by doing a posture called the tree, a balancing posture, it's a very focusing posture where you can tone your muscles in your legs and your glutes and your body, nice upright spine. But it's also very much so for the mind and the focusing and concentration. Focusing the mind, giving you the clearance and piercing through any fluffiness or any cloudiness that might be around our thoughts, our decisions. It can create that clarity by focusing the mind in a balancing posture. And the tree is one of those beautiful ones. and I often say it is my favorite posture. And I always think that when I do the tree, it always puts me back into balance, either physically or mentally or both. And what is it that it takes to get to that point where you find that the tree is the one for me? Through practice. The only way I found that the tree was bringing me the stability and was bringing me the clarity is because I practiced it day after day. When I first started yoga, before I was a teenager, a few years ago now, I practiced the tree every single day for weeks and weeks, because it was something that I was told by my brother that if you did this posture, it will help you with your exams at school, help you with your revision, with your concentration. And I would do anything at that point to make sure that I could focus and remember what's been taught to me at school. So when I did this tree posture day after day, I found myself really enjoying the power of the balance. First of all, I would try leaning against the wall because my balance wasn't brilliant. And then as the weeks went by, I managed to do it without leaning against the wall or a chair. And it just made me feel that I achieved something at that age that I knew that was going to help me with my exams. But that was only short term. For me at that age, it was a short term sort of benefit. I've only got exams for the next few weeks or few months, and then I don't have to do the tree after that. I'll just do it during this time. But you know what? As time went on, I almost got addicted in doing the tree posture. So I continued, and after my exams, I may not have done the tree every single day, but I would do it maybe once or twice a week. And I found out once I started practicing something that meant a lot to me, it would mean the benefit would be more relevant and more alive in me. And it made me feel like I've achieved something and was benefiting me long term. So many years later, I still do the tree, I still feel the benefit, and I still know the power of the tree and the practice and what it means to me in my life. So I hope that by sharing these few reflections and thoughts and practice, that it has maybe reignited something in you to go back to practice and to do what makes a difference to your health and your wellness. Whether it is yoga, it is breath work, might be walking or a different fitness program, but particularly if whatever you do, make it a regular practice. Something that you do that can build up the energy and the momentum. So on that note, I want to thank you so much for joining me on Drew Yoga for All. If you want to know more, please come to our website, drewyoga.com/show, and the email is midlands@drewworldwide.com. We went through the different ways to prepare the body for rejuvenating, encouraging the balance, focusing on the breath with the flow, and also igniting the importance of practice and doing something that helps you find your still point and to stand in your power. So thank you once again in joining me, and look forward to joining you again soon.